Hi, this is Corey from Plaza Fitness Performance. I've got Anthony here, my client. We're going to go through one of the first skills that we teach a new client when it comes to transitioning to kettlebells. So working with kettlebells is a really nice, it's a really nice tool because kettlebells conform to natural movement. That's why we really use kettlebells quite a bit. But we're going to go through a bunch of different carries, and carrying load is an important part of our program. So in almost every workout that we have, you're going to see some type of carry that's going to enhance your stability, and it's going to be very important for your performance. So the first thing I'm going to have Anthony do is I'm going to have Anthony go ahead and pick up this kettlebell with good form, just like we've gone through in some of the videos. His chest is up, he's going to hip hinge, he's going to grab a hold of that bell, he's going to stand tall. Good. Now he's going to bring it to one side into what's called a rack position. So this rack position is, if you can see from right here, he's got this part of his forearm is pretty much straight up and down. He's got his elbow tucked into the side, and he's all really stable, supporting it with his core. So from here, this is a unilateral or asymmetrical position in terms of just having one bell. So there's a lot of activation of his core to stay upright. From here, I'd probably just have him walk. Could be forward, could be backwards. Any type of marching could be appropriate. So just kind of staying within, the screen, Anthony. Just give me a little march, kind of maybe go back and forth, side to side. Just show him what that looks like. Good. He could potentially take that and go backwards, which is a little bit more challenging for the vestibular system. Good. From here, let's go ahead and put that bell down, Anthony. That's a rack single arm carry. Let's go ahead and now, let's do the same thing, but let's do it with two bells. So we're going to have him pick up two bells. Here's a bilateral or symmetrically loaded rack carry. Good. So he's got both bells. Show them what that looks like. Double rack. Go ahead and give me a little march. Good. Go ahead and turn around, go back or backwards, whatever you want to do. Excellent. Good. Let's go ahead and put that down. Nicely done. And we'll cover on the deadlifting, picking up two bells versus one. Next up, we'll take this one kettlebell out, and we'll go ahead and have him grab a hold of that. Go ahead and pick it up, Anthony. Tall spine, chest up. And now he's going to bring it to one side. Yep, now he's got the rack here, but now let's bring it down to your side and let's have you give me a suitcase carry. So now here's your suitcase carry. You've got it to one side. Show them what that looks like. Again, the cue that I would use would be stand tall, pull that string. He would walk. He would, incorporate that in terms of distance. Good. That would be a carry that would be considered a suitcase carry. Go ahead and put that down with good form. Good. We'd incorporate a couple bells into this. This is going to be now a farmer carry, stand tall, and now he's going to walk that around. And you'll see in the program, you'll do different either time frames or distance on the carry. Good, let's go ahead and put those down. So really, in terms of our program, we've got the position which is to your side, you've got the position which is in your rack position, and the last position that we would incorporate would be some type of full arm extension, as long as you have appropriate mobility of your shoulder could be appropriate. So Anthony, go ahead and bring that kettlebell up, bring it to the rack, go ahead and press it for me. And now he's got full extension of that bell, and now let's have you walk forward. Again, just making sure that everything is stacked appropriately with good posture. Excellent. We kind of rarely do double bells on that. The only other one that you might see is a bottom-up bell, and this may be a challenging bell for Anthony, so let's go ahead and challenge him a little bit. Anthony, let's go ahead and bring this up into a bottoms-up bell. Give it to me in the rack position. There it is. And now walk with that. Good. And Anthony's very strong and stable, and he can do that, but that is definitely not an easy exercise with a 16-kilogram bell. Good. Tall spine. Go ahead and put that down. You could end up doing double bottoms up, could end up doing straight arm bottoms up, but anytime you're doing bottoms up bell work, obviously it's going to incorporate a lot more strength of your forearm and hand grip strength. So those are all great things. So that kind of concludes a snapshot of the carries that you're going to see in the program. Again, just make sure you're neutral spine, make sure you're picking up the bell properly, and don't be afraid, based upon the recommendations of the program, to push load as long as it's safe for you. So carrying with heavier loads can be very effective for your core to improve your strength. So in summary, here are all the carries being executed by Anthony. Anthony, let's go ahead and start with a single bell rack carry. Excellent. Next up, let's go ahead and go to your suitcase carry. Nicely done. Let's go ahead and bring that to the overhead position. So it's a straight arm overhead carry. And last but not least, let's do a bottoms up carry in the rack position. Nicely done. Let's add a little spice to this. Let's bring in 2 bells. Let's do the exact same thing. Here's your double bell rack carry. Next up, let's do farmer carry. Next up, let's go ahead and do double straight arm above your head. Here we go. All right, and last but not least, the tough one. Here's a double bottoms up rack. Here we go. This is not easy, guys. Not easy. Very nicely done. Impressive. So that's a summary of the carries you're going to typically find in our program. Thank you.